Quick demonstration of gas station area places. The way we do it in Namibia, I normally follow the outlines of the boundary wall, if there's a boundary wall, or closest to the street pavement as far as we can. That's good as it is like that. Then I save. Another important part of a gas station installation would be to have a parking lot road going within the boundaries of the station. There's a bit of a error that I made. I don't know what happened there now. I think I lost everything. Let me just redo. This road as it is actually good enough. I would just drag it a bit more straight, see if I can get a square there. Same on that side. It seems that point is not properly connected, so I'll disconnect, see if I can move it a bit, and then reconnect there. Click on the node when you have that question mark. Make sure that you do alt and change over there. That one I would maybe extend a bit to that side. Take a node out by pressing D and click on the node. You can also click on the node and drag it. Be careful not to sway off, as such change would also display a slanted line on the app. It looks good like that now. Then typically one can now do many parking lot roads or some weird combination, but what I like to do is just to have the parking lot road cross the canopy. So if somebody routes in here, the routing will take him or that person right into the center of that. That now depends, of course, also when you hover over the area place, you will see this link snapping onto the road there. So whoever searches for this particular gas station will be directed right to that point, and that's then good enough. Often when you do a parking lot road at a gas station, mostly happens that you create a loop, and that loop needs to be broken. The script toolbox shows you an orange line on the area that's now a loop, and the way to deal with that is just to select the one section and then auto add nodes to loops. Breaks that segment into two parts with a node in between, and the loop now gets solved. So back to the gas station. Important information in the gas station I'm going to work through from top to bottom. First of all, I always try to try and get a street name. In this case, it was not possible to get the street closest to the gas station's name. So in that case, we'll just select none there at street. Any editor who finds a gas station next to a street without the street name fully maintained, just open it, maintain the street name, and then save it. The second part is then the name. It's always good to have a proper naming convention, and we adapted what many other countries also does by putting the brand name first, a dash in between, and then the name of the service station. In this case, I don't know what the service station was. I'm editing here on a created service station, and I'll leave it like that, engine service station. If this service station was called engine Ondangwa, then I would just call it engine dash Ondangwa. Or if the town name comes first and it says Ondangwa Shell, then I will say Shell dash Ondangwa. Although that's also maintained in the address field, but that's the best name you can find. But if it's a real name that everybody knows, like Vika service station or any other, just put the brand name and the service station name in there. Then The next part that's quite important as well is the categories. You have to select gas station as the main category for the first, and then all the others like convenience store, and often you will find ATM also in there. You can just add that into the categories if you want. I always lock service station to the highest level possible. That is just level 1 is a bit dangerous perhaps when we have brand new editors that does not know how gas stations should be set up, and they may just change it and delete it. By locking it up to a higher level prevents that until all editors knows what to do with this. Then with a gas station, once you've selected gas station as a main category, you'll find that this brand field opens here, and in Namibia all the names are maintained already of all the fueling stations, and if there's a new brand coming onto the market, it can be fixed up and added to the list. So we'll do the brand there as well as the name that we've done there. So we keep it like that. Gas stations are always area places and must be crossed by a parking lot road that goes into the area place. If we have a Google linked place, it can be linked here. The benefit of that is if the Google link place puts you maybe on a spot further away, then by linking it here, that Google place will follow the route in Waze up to the point, the link up point on our area place here. Back to more information. I've hardly ever seen a website on a service station. If you know of one, put it in. If you can find a telephone number, put it in there as well. Most service stations in Namibia have restrooms. Most of them accept credit cards, and most of them of course have parking for customers. Takeaway you can put in here if you wish. Wheelchair accessible, it's good if you know whether that's true or not. I would maintain takeaway here, but if you've put a category takeaway on that side, the difference is just that on the app, the client app, you will see a little icon when you now have this particular station on your cell phone screen. So it will show takeaway there, but if somebody does a random search in this area for takeaways, then it will probably come from categories. So if you know if there's a takeaway, most of them do have takeaways, just maintain that field. If you do know the opening times, most service stations are actually open 24/7. If you do know particular open time where the service stations may be closed, do maintain that field as well. Of course, we cannot do photos from Waze map editor. That must come from the app. And that's about it for fuel stations. Important points to note: parking lot road going into the area place. The area, it must be an area place, and the main category must be gas station. The others like naming and locking and all that is just a custom that we try to adopt to create consistency in all gas stations in Namibia.